Sex and the City star Kyle MacLachlan shares his thoughts on potentially returning to the sequel series, and just like that? In the original series, MacLachlan portrayed Trey MacDougal, Charlotte's, Kristen Davis, former husband before Harry Goldenblatt, Evan Handler, who handled their divorce case as Charlotte's attorney. The sequel series has reunited many of the original Sex and the City cast members in their respective roles, including Sarah Jessica Parker, who plays the columnist, Carrie Bradshaw, and Cynthia Nixon as Miranda. In an interview with People, MacLachlan discusses what it would take for him to return to Sex and the City universe. Reacting to the comment that Davis made in her podcast about him turning down the opportunity to make a cameo appearance where Charlotte and Trey would get some closure on their failed marriage, the star revealed that he'd be open to appearing on the show, but he couldn't agree with the proposed storyline for Trey at the time. Check out what he said below, what this means for And Just Like That. Trey might still be able to return. In the same interview, MacLachlan also expressed having an unfinished feeling toward Charlotte and Trey's failed marriage. He shared that when he was cast to play Charlotte's husband, he thought his character was her perfect match and was sad that their marriage didn't work out, which mirrors Davis' previous comments about their characters not having a closure in the original series. Since their time together, Charlotte has changed a lot in Sex and the City. Though MacLachlan had to turn down the offer this time, it doesn't mean that he won't return in the future. Since debuting in 2021, the reboot series has brought back many familiar faces and revisited several love connections that ended with certain regrets in the original series, including Carrie and Aidan, who reconnected in Season 2. In the same season, Carrie also met with Aidan's ex-wife, who had less hospitality to share. Previously, Samantha star Kim Cattrall confirmed that she wouldn't be reprising her role in the sequel, but even then, she was able to make a cameo in the And Just Like That Season 2 finale. Our take on Trey's potential return. It'd be nice to see him again, though in moderation. Trey leans over Charlotte, seated, as they post for a photo shoot in their home. Trey and Charlotte's marriage ended largely due to Trey's inability to handle his marriage independently in regard to his mother Bunny's meddling. Trey isn't a well-liked character. It's not hard to imagine that he hasn't changed at all even though a lot of time has passed, and even if Trey has changed, there's simply not much story to tell about him and Charlotte. Meanwhile, Charlotte is remarried and the person she is married to is her divorce attorney. It's safe to assume that Trey isn't so thrilled to see the two together. While it sounds nice for Trey to have a multiple episode arc in And Just Like That, it doesn't really make sense for the characters, given that Charlotte has put that chapter behind her. Trey and Charlotte's connection isn't like Carrie's relationship with Aidan, which is essentially a story about the one who got away. Trey and Charlotte ended because their marriage didn't work. It'd be nice to see them reconnect and have a conversation about their past years later, but that's just about all they need.